It's that time again. It's time for another Saturday night special where we talk about everything rockhounding related. Well, a couple of updates, two different subjects. So, over the years, I've had a number of conversations with people that have wondered about some of the road conditions at some of the localities that we visit. And, I try to rank them on the website and, do all kinds of stuff. But, things change and it doesn't always work well. What I consider drivable in a truck and another person or a Subaru or a car can vary, right? A lot of maps do have kind of a color-coded ranking system, where they'll be like, this is improved gravel, bad gravel, dirt, whatever, on and on. I use Gaia GPS to do all of the navigating when we go and do our trips and stuff. They recently added an Overland layer to their map, so you can turn that on and you can see like what the types of roads are on a map, which I thought was pretty cool. So I know a lot of you out there use Gaia as well. I just recently saw that they updated and added that. It's a very cool feature to have. I've been enjoying kind of using it now. I'm actually doing some trip planning here, and it's good to be able to look at it and be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, this is like a unimproved dirt, which means like a muddy double track or whatever, Anyways, also, I know some of you have been privy and have followed along with the bent saw blade from Highland Park, and Highland Park taking some of my images and all of the thing, Highland Park Lapidary. And in a video I was like, hey, like, you guys, maybe you should apologize for this. And actually I got that email today. I know a lot of people were like, good luck getting a company to say they're sorry, but the owner actually reached out to me and sent a very lovely apology email to me, which although it doesn't erase things, it is admirable in my opinion, especially nowadays when we live in a time where it's often much easier to just ignore and move on and hope that people forget, and not actually be like, hey, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, and make amends. So good up on them. Thank you, John Rowland over there at Highland Park Lapidary. Shot me that email. Solid guy. At least that's what it would seem. It takes a big person to own up to stuff like that. So there we go. This past week, up in the Ochocos, getting fossils. Now, some of the fossils that we got, right? It's like that leaf right there. That's pretty cool, right? Now, I have leaf fossils in the collection. This one, that certainly looks like a piece of wood, and then you got a whole bunch of like other leaves and stuff. I don't know about that piece making it into the collection. Definitely this. One person said it looks like a horsetail, like one of those reeds, which that's entirely possible now that I see that. I think locations like this, here's another one of the little pieces of horsetail. I think locations like this are good for, well, I guess people like me. I will never be as into fossils as I am into rocks and minerals. And that's okay. And I'll probably never know exactly the type of leaf that this is. I also think that's okay. Some of this stuff you're just not, you may not have that name to go with it. And, like, what the heck is that? I have no clue. No clue. I'm just not a fossil guy. I mean, I can appreciate it for what it is. I like this one that looks like you have one of those little pieces of horsetail there, and then a leaf. It's just, I think people get a little too hung up on at times as into knowing what everything is, and when they don't know, they I think some people kind of make it up, and that's almost worse in my opinion. You're better off maybe just not knowing knowing what something is, right? I mean, you can just look at them and be like, cool, an interesting fossil. Interesting fossil. That area up in the Ochakos that we went, it is so much better than the highway road cuts. The highway road cuts, like, I'm a fan of road cuts, and I think they can be done safely and all that, but when there's, like, active rock coming down, when it's on a blind corner, it's just not worth it, right? Like, no fossils are worth getting hit in the head with a rock or getting, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't think somebody would hit you, but it's just not worth it. You know, you want to be visible and you don't want stuff smushing you. On occasion, when we go places, right? We often visit places that never make it into a video whatsoever, and you know, that's just the way this thing goes. I mean, not all places, I think, are worthy of, you know, one of the videos that I put up here on the channel. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the material is not good, or, you know, whatever. And a prime example, we put up 2 new trip reports up on the website. You can go check them out, currently rockhounding.com. And the trip reports are I think they're pretty cool. So sometimes we go places, it doesn't work out, that becomes a trip report. Sometimes we go places and it works out really well, but I just didn't feel like making a video for whatever reason. I would like to talk about one of those where I did not feel like making a video. You know, tired, it's hot out, allergies, million excuses, right? So we actually went out to an area called Henderson Flat. It's in an ORV park between Bend, Oregon and Prineville. I guess you could say that. Or would it be Bend and Madras? I don't know. Whatever, it's up on the website. And kind of went there to chase down a lead for thunder eggs and check out the amazing thunder egg. Whoa. Yeah, no, the thunder eggs are not worth anything out there. So, but when we were out there tromping around, what I came across was everything you see here in this tray. And what we have here is a bunch of agatized wood and jasper. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Let me see. Can I grab my light here? Yeah, the material is pretty dang good. Good enough to where I'm going to go back at a later date, I think. I mean, man, it's you know, well, I guess it doesn't want to shine. Not that one. Well, we'll just look at it here. But yeah, very cool petrified wood. I like this piece a lot. I'll probably cut this so it can stand up. Look at that. Awesome. And this stuff was just like insanely abundant. Like, I was kind of trying to just be picky and grab some pieces, you know. Yeah, just a crazy amount of it. Let's see. So that the last piece. Yeah, I picked this up. I think this might be petrified wood. I'm not sure. I might have to cut this one to actually find out. And then this last little chunk here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So, this is all jasper here. The jaspers are in varying shades of browns and tans, but still, like, it's a pretty good piece of jasper. I mean, you could definitely cut that. Look at that big conchoidal fracture. You could definitely cut this up and get some pieces out. That would be really nice. Look at that. That's a good piece of jasper. And even some of the little ones, I think, are pretty nice. They have good color, right? Good color. And some of it has some nice textures in it. I've been meaning to make a video just about jasper because it seems like it is confusing for some people. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. So yeah, go check it out. Let me see. I can get the rest of the stuff out here. Get the box off the table. But yeah, I mean, a bunch of interesting jaspers. I thought this one was pretty good. Look at the color in that. Isn't that nice? Man, Central Oregon. I certainly enjoy that place. Lots and lots to see and do and find. Yeah, you know, it's just I'm always pleasantly surprised when we go down there. It's also nice having stuff being close in proximity. You know, if you start to plot out like all of the well-known Central Oregon rockhounding locations, and then you plot out all of the kind of hearsay and rumor locations, and you start to look at it and you're like, oh, you really don't have to drive that far between them, which, you know, with fuel prices the way they are, that's, it's nice when there's a whole bunch of things like within a 100-mile circle, let's say. And then, you know, don't even get me started on the stuff to the south of Bend, Oregon. Man, I have a laundry list of places to go down there. A long list. Maybe we'll be able to get to those in, this summer before winter moves on in. Yeah, so, you know, we still got plenty of summer left, but man, before you know it, that cool September days will be upon us. But, well, next week, we're going to be returning back to a locality that we've visited before, except we find some extra amazing things. Let's look at one of those extra amazing things now. Look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Well, we'll be getting into that next week. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming by, listening to what I have to say, hanging out with me in the shop. Definitely go check out the trip reports, currentlyrockhounding.com. I appreciate all of the support from everybody, and I will catch you on the next video.